first episode of Tiny Toon Adventures, The Looney Beginning, aired in primetime on CBS on September 14, 1990, but was not picked up by Series 5 CBS, so instead it aired in syndication across stations all over the US for its first 2 seasons. So, I'm going to be covering that pilot episode today, The Looney Beginning, animated by Kennedy and Wang, and without further ado, let's get started. So the plot starts off like this. In Animator's office, he's being grilled by his boss, who says that no one is going to watch a show about some rich bitch named Monty, who's wants out of backs, and demands that he come up with a new idea by 9 a.m. or the network, who I am going to call CBS from now on because CW, CBS will cut them off their contract. So the animator is stuck and does not know how he will come up with a new idea because he doesn't even know where to start.
Can't go wrong with rabbits, Doc.
Rabbits.
He was narrating this special because Warner Brothers asked him to and paid him in carrots.
I don't accept checks.
Or you're wondering why? It's because this episode was supposed to be like a Roger Rabbit effect. I'll get to that later. Anyway, so the animator draws multiple rabbits. First, a baby rabbit that'll give people cavities or AIDS. A Rambo parody. And last, Buster Bunny. After a few seconds, decides to call it quits, including for his job. So Buster and Bob,
No relation.
decide to help him out by making the show themselves.
For everyone who loves tunes. For the little guys. For the big guys. For the strange medium guys with bad haircuts. It should take us about as long as this next commercial break. Exactly.
This is CBS.
They write up scripts, audition for characters, and are ready to go. But then, while they were looking for characters, they release a few characters, including Montana Max, who decides to take over the show for himself and make the show that the animator promised him from earlier. So Buster and Babs meet up with Bugs, who draws up Acme Lou and tells them that
Villains always fall for cheesy disguises.
so then they use this knowledge to dress up as Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam to trick Monty into getting the script back, and then they run off with the script, saving the show, keeping the animator's job, and CBS picks up the show for a full series. Ironic, isn't it? The animator promises anything for Buster and Babs in return for this huge favor, and they ask for a created by credit on the show. The animator refuses for some odd reason, and Buster and Babs rightfully give him an ass whooping. Okay, so overall thoughts. Kennedy. Oh God, Kennedy. The one thing I hate about it is how overly detailed it can be. Like, it can be really fluid and bouncy, but they overdo it a lot, and it just comes off as a strain in the eyes. Like, there's this one episode, animated by Kenny of Tiny Toons, called Fields of Honey, and when I first saw that first scene of the episode, my eyes actually hurt from how many drawings there were. I am not kidding. It's like they're animating on 0.5s instead of 1s or 2s. But Wang actually helped on this one too, because Kennedy, in this episode specifically, Kennedy turned out some work that is incredibly poor, so they called in Wang to do retakes. Maybe it's because they were the quickest, or maybe it was because they worked with Kennedy for ink and paint too. I don't know. And there are obvious portions where Wang did some stuff. About the actual story and writing, so the story was good. It's a really nice origin story as to how Tiny Toons was created. And it's also good that they created it as the 48th episode produced, so that they already had a feel of the characters, so that it didn't sound like they were just getting started as an origin story. The writing? Yeah, funny, as always. Well, actually, I saw less 90s references than usual, except that one I called out. And there were some jokes that made me laugh out loud. So, overall, I rate this episode an 8.5 out of 10. I like the story, writing, and character interactions, but I dislike some of the more egregious continuity errors and the animation. I will dock points for animation studios. I may love these shows, but I'm also not a fucking softie. So anyway, next time we'll be doing Tiny Toon Adventures Episode 2, A Quack in the Corks. Bye, subscribe and like and all that crap, and yeah, go check out this episode if you haven't already. I recommend it as a good entry into the franchise. Though if you really want to know the characters, you should probably watch some of the episodes I'm going to be reviewing next.